Hey, good afternoon. Phil Korecki, Chief Technologist in Insurance here in the Americas, coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona at our insurance conference, here with one of our most important partners, F5. Hey guys, a couple questions for you as we're exploring new technology, the digital aids, etc. I've been working with you guys since I ran our BEA practice during the internet heyday. So I'm familiar with the firewall, the performance management, etc. How have you adapted to the digital environment, the changes? What is it that F5 has done to help with the Internet of Things, with the performance, with the true outgrowth of digital technologies and the adoption across the industries?
Well, Phil, thank you very much for having us. We've had a lot of fun here today, met a lot of great people, and the reason we're here is to help companies understand how they can take advantage of multi-cloud architectures in their digital transformation. A lot of companies, especially insurance companies, are transforming into their digital selves, we like to say. And they have a lot of application capital that is in their data centers that they want to move out to their customers. So by leveraging some of the architectures that are out there and some of the services that F5 brings to the table, they can truly accelerate their journey to the cloud.
So how do you see them consuming that? Obviously with data centers now virtual, you've got hybrid cloud environments. I may have on-prem, I may have Microsoft, AWS, any number of solution sets. How is it that you're helping to virtualize that environment, manage the performance, and at some point protect from a cyber perspective against intrusion and performance?
John, you want to answer that one?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would answer it as any and all. We have a very flexible deployment model. And because of that, consumption can be equally flexible, right? Particularly if you're talking about CapEx versus OpEx. We see a lot of, in the financial services, which I cover, we see a lot of adoption to public clouds and private clouds. It's still in its infancy for a lot of these large enterprises. However, having that flexibility is really a good thing because not all of their applications are going to make that digital transformation.
Yeah, I would agree too, and being integrated with DXC too, we can help that transformation to the cloud by starting out small, whether that's on-prem, looking at like a public cloud or going into a hybrid model. We can play in all three, and as you mentioned, John, we have that flexibility too from a financial aspect as well, as either a CapEx or OpEx, providing it as a service or a traditional hardware or virtual edition as well.
So you're working, your established roles in the data centers, right? F5 has been doing that for a while now. So you're easing the transition to the digital environments, making the cross-platform change much easier for the customers. Where does F5 head next? What do you see coming, and how are you looking to change as this technology further evolves?
Well, I think it's critical that we stay on top of it, right? So a lot of what we're doing, we talked about earlier today, we do a heavy investment in R&D. I think 15% of our revenue goes back in R&D and what we're trying to develop. Our future is really F5 as a service, because we really see where that's going and how we can provide that through our partners like DXC Technology and how we can integrate it in a total end-to-end solution of what we take to the market. So I think you're going to see a lot more of what we're trying to do within the integrators, the cloud providers as well, and then forming our strategy and technology to adjust as needed and important.
Excellent. Obviously this is our insurance conference, and a lot of interest in financial services and compliance and other areas within the sector. If there's a key gotcha that F5 helps this industry with, a particular takeaway that you'd want our insurance brethren to hear, what is that?
I think it's also around security, right, and what they're doing within the security platforms. Cyrus, I don't know if you want to talk a little bit more about that, but I think it's kind of that whole end-to-end picture of not only the data stream and the application, but how do you secure it, and how do you secure it in a digital world as well.
Absolutely. One of the things that we're seeing, especially in the financials and especially in the insurance industry, is the need to get closer to the cloud, to get closer to their customers. And by leveraging things as cloud interconnection, data centers, as well as other technologies, they will get more and more traffic through their digital transformation, through their applications that they're moving from their data centers on premises out into the cloud. But one of the important things is making sure that you have the same security policy end to end. And by utilizing the services that we provide, whether it be advanced WAF, SSL orchestration, break-in inspection, DDoS protection, as well as identity and access management, you can make sure that you have, using our virtual as well as our hardware products, you can have the same policies for your security as well as your compliance across all of your data centers and all of your application capital.
So what we're really saying then, what you're observing is that, in the past, that perimeter security, protection, performance, which you excelled at, we're redefining perimeter. Right? It's no longer a locational site that's a data center. It's multiple clouds. It's hybrid environments and regions. Before we kind of sign off, one question I have, and frankly, an education for me, from a recovery perspective, right? When regions go out and sites go out, do you play a part in helping to redirect that network traffic and the addressing for the clients?
Actually, we do. In fact, one of the good examples with the Azure and Azure Stack, we're doing a lot of R&D and development there specifically too, of how you can actually fail over from one region into another region and actually distribute that traffic as well. So we are doing a lot in that aspect too, to protect and make sure that the applications are always up and available to your clients.
Excellent. Anything you guys would like to say with closing? I can't appreciate much how your support and partnership.
Yeah, enjoyed being here. Very exciting.
Yeah.
A lot of enthusiasm. Meeting all the clients and just being a part of this. Really great.
And we get to sit in a golf cart.
And we get to sit in a golf cart.
And hang out in the park.
in Phoenix. Yay.
And you didn't make us sing.
That's right.
You didn't make us sing.
Yeah, no singing, unless I want to take a crack at singing.
I don't want to break the camera, but first of all, finally, I'd like to say Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween. Yes.
It is Halloween, I forgot.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, thank you, and happy Halloween. Have fun.
Thank you.